All right, good evening, everybody, and this is Vito up here, and welcome back to another edition of the CCBA here. If you guys are, all right, so we are now with another game coming up. Tonight's game will feature another Atlantic Division battle between the Philadelphia Sean0s and the Boston Big Babies. The Philadelphia Sean0s, created after my buddy Sean091, and then the Boston Big Babies after Big Baby Henny. And we're going to go look at the starting lineups very quickly here. And for the Sean0s, you got Fred VanVleet, Desmond Bain, Kevin Durant, Isaiah Stewart, and Mason Plumlee. Meanwhile, you have on the other side, for the Big Babies, the home team, Cade Cunningham, Kyrie Irving, Dylan Brooks, Draymond D's Nuts Green, and Jonas Valanciunas, which I always still had trouble pronouncing his name anyway. But we're going to get ready to get started in just a second here, as we're going to have to head to the TD Garden. And remember, for those that are late, or for those that miss it, these will be on YouTube later on tonight. So you will not miss too much action here. As we are at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, the Philadelphia Sean0s at 9-9, taking on the Boston Big Babies at 6-12. As you can see, the rookie leaderboard, Victor Wembanyama averaging 21.7 points per game. You got Chet Holmgren at 18.6, and then followed by Thompson. As you see the leaderboard there. Hope you guys are ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy this action here, as we are going to get ready to get started here. This is watched game number 13 here. As you see, the Hennies have an A+ home court advantage here, despite the 6-12 record. And a tip is up, and it is good. Or not good, but won by the Sean0s, who are wearing their reds. Like their little reddish and grayish type uniforms. You see Desmond Bain there. Big Babies trying to get a win here. You see Kevin Durant with the bucket, and it's good. And it's 2-0 Philadelphia already, as you see Kevin Durant averaging 23.2 points per game. See Dylan Brooks coming around with it. Back over to Draymond Green. Over to Valanciunas. And you see, look at that, 32% on the assists for Draymond Green. Game tied at 2. And for those that are on Twitch right now, about to head for an ad break, as Fred VanVleet will hit the 3 there. As he's averaging 23 points against this Big Babies team to this point in the 2 previous games. It's Kyrie Irving with the shot there. He had 31 points in their last game in a win against the Chicago Murdas. And that's stolen by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham coming around, back over to Draymond Green, and he misses a shot as Fred VanVleet will grab the rebound. We're in Boston, Massachusetts, but you see the Yankee stuff on there because he is actually a big Yankee fan in Boston. That is Big Baby Henny. See Kevin Durant there coming around. Durant with the shot up, no good. Valanciunas with the rebound. Get it over to Dylan Brooks. Brooks finding it over to Valanciunas as we have the real tight spot joining us here. As Valanciunas with that offensive rebound getting the second chance points as the real tight spot joins us here at the TD Garden. And the Big Babies are on top by 1 for the first time. But Kevin Durant comes around and he gives the Sean0s the lead again, 7-6. This is watch game number 13. There's a three-point attempt, no good. Stewart will grab the rebound. Back over here, Fred VanVleet for 3, no good. Valanciunas with the rebound as Cunningham comes with it. Kyrie Irving. Back over to Draymond, D's Nuts Green. Back over to Kyrie Irving. Dylan Brooks for 3. No good. VanVleet will get the rebound. Hope you guys are having a great night tonight, or whenever you guys are watching this. Hope you're enjoying your day. Enjoy some CCBA action here as we are heading close to the end of the first scheduling block. Durant with the jumper, and it's good. And the Sean0s are on top, 9-6. Today is the first night, or last night of the games that are featuring teams that have not been featured, because starting tomorrow we'll have our first repeat team, and I'll make that announcement and see Mason Plumlee is going to go to the line as Valanciunas will get called for the foul. As for those that are on Twitch, welcome back from the ad break. And remember, you can either subscribe to Twitch Turbo, where you get no ads at all on anybody's stream, or you can subscribe to my stream for $4.99 a month with 30-day ad-free content, as well as you get emotes. You see Kyrie Irving for 3, and he drains it after Mason Plumlee misses the 2-point. This is the 2 free throws there, and this game's tied at 9 again. As Irving averages 24.5 points at home right now. Get over Bane for 3, and he drains it. It's 12-9. Cade Cunningham with it. Give it over to Draymond Green. Green coming around, and that is a charging foul called against Draymond. He's not happy right now. But as I said, after tonight, we'll have 4 more games up to the scheduling block. Unfortunately, with how the schedule block was, I could not find the remaining 4 teams that have not played each other yet. So now I'm going to be playing them, but they'll be playing against teams that have already been featured once. And no team is being featured more than twice on a scheduling block, as Draymond Green, as we got a jump ball over here. And that ball, as you see, Plumlee gets the shot off on time, but Kevin Durant gets the offensive rebound and the points. It's 14-9 Philadelphia. And there, Cunningham misses it, as Cunningham had 29 points against the Chicago Murders. Cunningham, no good. Stewart will grab the rebound. Desmond Bane with it, coming here. See Bane for 3, he drains it. It's a 8-point lead now, with 6:07 to play here in the first quarter. This game coming to you from the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. The Philadelphia Sean0s leading the Boston Big Baby 17-9. As Irving will shoot for the three, and he drains it. See Desmond Bain. Give it over to Fred VanVleet here. Back over to Durant. Durant with the open three. No good. Draymond Green grabs the rebound. Dylan Brooks coming around with it. Back over to Cunningham. Cunningham with it. Back over to Valanciunas. Irving for another deep three. And he gets it. It's 17-15. You see Desmond Bain with it. Get over to Durant. Durant for three. And he drains it. It's 20-15. A little mini run comes to an end there. Back up to a 5-point lead again. They led by as many as 8. Kyrie for another three. No good. Desmond Bain grabs the defensive rebound going the other way. See Fred VanVleet with it. Coming around, back over to Desmond Bain. The 6 to shoot, 5 to shoot. Durant with a jumper, no good. Draymond Green grabs the rebound. Draymond Green does give you great rebounding. He's not known for scoring, but definitely could crash the boards. I'll tell you that right now. You see Kyrie for another three. He drains it. That's 3 straight times he's knocked down 3-pointers, and it's back to a 2-point game again. See Durant with it. The jump 3-point attempt, no good. Valanciunas will grab the rebound. Cunningham with it. Give it over. Cunningham with a jumper, no good. That would have tied the game. Plumlee grabs the rebound. Give it over to Plumlee, and Mason Plumlee with the jam. That's his first 2 points of the game. 3.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's 22-18. The Philadelphia Sean0s on top. Irving for three, no good. As we will have a second, as we will have another game that I will announce tomorrow night. Coming over to Plumlee. Plumlee will get called for the foul as Valanciunas will get called for his second personal foul. We're going to be getting ready to pretty soon get some substitutions, especially with Jonas at 2 fouls.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Mason Plumlee.
Plumlee, who's back to the line again. He missed 2 earlier in this game. And he's now 0 for 3 at the line here as we got some substitutions being made here. Gary Trent Jr. and Reed are coming into the game for the Sean0s, and for the Big Babies, you got Mychich, Ingles, and that kind of went a little bit too fast. And Plumlee is now 0 for 4 as Mo Bamba's into the game. See Anderson now into the game. Is it Mychich or... And see Mo Bamba with it. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. No good. Tipped, but Ingles will get the rebound. Cunningham for 3. No good, and it's Durant with the rebound here. Approaching 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. VanVleet coming around. Going over to Trent Jr. Back over to VanVleet again. 3 to shoot. VanVleet for 3. No good. Mo Bamba grabs the rebound. Ingles has it. Back over to Cade Cunningham. The big baby shot 94% from the free throw and 5 offensive rebounds in that last win against the last game against the Sean0s. And Cunningham for 3, no good. Reed will grab the rebound. See Trent Jr. coming around. And he'll make the shot, and it's good. The Sean0s are shooting 10 of 17 so far from the field. 7 and 19 for the big babies. 24 to 18. Very fast-paced first quarter so far, though. Give it over to Mo Bamba, and look at Mo Bamba. With a jam, and it's back down to a 4-point game again. We're approaching a minute 15 to play in the first. Fred VanVleet for the 3, and it's good. It's a 7-point lead now for the Sean0s. Let's see Majcic with it. Back over to Cunningham. Cunningham with a jumper. No good. VanVleet will grab the rebound. Coming up. And VanVleet with another set of 2 points there. It's a 9-point lead now. As we're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. I say under 40 now. See Cade Cunningham give it over to Mo Bamba, and Mo Bamba is fouled. He's going to go to the line. Plumlee now called for his first foul. As he's going to go to 2. Substitutions being made. Let's see, McConnell, Oladipo, Trent, Covington, part of the lineup that is now on the floor for the Sean0s. Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, Majcic, Mo Bamba, as he hits both of them. See Victor Oladipo now into the game. Oladipo with under 20 to play here. And he loses to Anderson with the steal. Anderson coming around to Mo Bamba, and Mo Bamba with the jam, and it's back to a 5-point game again. Now under 10 to play in the first. They can hold on for the last shot. Oladipo with it. 3, 2, 1. Oladipo for 3. No good. And that will do it as we end the first quarter. The Philadelphia Sean0s with a 29-24 lead. And we'll be right back for the second quarter. And we are back here at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. It is 29-24. The Philadelphia Sean0s on top of the Boston Big Babies here, as the Big Babies will get the ball to start the second quarter here as they inbound it. Gives back over to Kyrie Irving. Irving coming around with a layup, and it's good. 29-26. And getting back to the end of that first quarter, it's now a 6-0 run. McConnell with it. Goes back over to Covington. Covington for 3. No good. Mo Bamba grabs the rebound. And he's coming around. Back over to Curry. Seth Curry, the younger brother of Steph Curry. He's over to Bamba. Anderson with it. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. And that's a foul, and that is a shooting foul against Covington. And
Covington. First personal foul. First team foul.
Anderson's going to go to the line for 2.
Anderson.
And he misses the first one. And it's a 3-point, still a 3-point lead. And he misses them both as Reed will grab the rebound. McConnell with it, crossing the timeline. See there, McConnell. Gives it back over to Desmond Bain. Bain coming around now, inside the paint. Desmond Bain tries to go for a dunk or a layup, but Kyrie Irving called for the foul. He and Desmond Bain's going to go to the line for 2.
Desmond Bain taking 2 shots.
And Bain makes the first one, and it's 30-26. He sinks them both, and it's back up to a 5-point game again. See Seth Curry coming around over to Maichi. As Kyrie Irving for 3, and he drains it, and it's now a 2-point game again. Kyrie had 14 points in the quarter. In the first quarter, he now has 5 so far in the second. That has 19. In there, Desmond Bain with a jumper, and it's good. It's back to a 4, back up by 4 as Bain is 10 points on 3 of 3 shooting. Anderson for 3, no good. Desmond Bain grabs the rebound. You see Reed with it. A 9 to shoot, 8 to shoot. There's a 3-point attempt. No good. Mo Bamba will grab the rebound. Still 33-29 here. First missed shot of the game, though, by Desmond Bain. Curry gives it over. In and out. As David Aldridge is reporting, but we can't hear it because I turned the commentary off so you can hear my annoying voice. Don't like it, tough. See Desmond Bain coming around with it. And Bain, and there's going to be another jump ball. And Mo Bamba and Desmond Bain will go on and have a jump ball at the free throw line. Bamba with that size advantage, but he got the tip and he tips it straight to Reed. And you can see that jam there. He takes full advantage of that posterized dunk over Anderson. That might be that will definitely be a YouTube short eventually. See over to Maichi, back over to Kyrie Irving now has it. Back over to Anderson. Anderson for 3. No good. Reed will grab the rebound. The Sean0s averaging 51.6 rebounds per game. Third in the CCBA. They have 6 to this point. They're up by 6, approaching 8:20 to play in the second quarter. Back over to Mo Bamba. Bamba finding Irving. Irving for 3. No good. Desmond Bain grabs the rebound. And there's Mikey, or whatever you pronounce his name, with the steal. Kyrie Irving will get the bucket. And I believe that's now 21 for him in this game, as we will have our first timeout called by the Sean0s. With 7:49 to play in the second quarter. The Sean0s up 35-31 as we are going to go take a look at the real-life NBA scores right now. take a look at some of the games that have taken place in real life in the NBA. Starting off in Cleveland, the Cavaliers with a 140-101 win over the Washington Wizards. The Indiana Pacers 142-130 winners over the Milwaukee Bucks. The Atlanta Hawks edged the Oklahoma City Thunder 141-138. The Pelicans with a 117-106 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minneapolis. In Houston, the Rockets beat the Nets 112-101. The Raptors squeaked by the Grizzlies 116-111 in Memphis. In Dallas, the Mavericks defeat the Trailblazers 126-97. The New York Knicks with the 16-point winners over the Chicago Bulls 116-100 at the world famous arena. In the Valley of the Sun, in the fourth quarter, we have the Phoenix Suns trailing the Los Angeles Clippers 118-108. The Pistons, late fourth quarter, 130-127 over the Utah Jazz. At halftime in Sacramento, the Kings up by 12 over the Magic. And the Heat have an 8-point lead at halftime over the Los Angeles Lakers as we're about to head back to some action here. And we have 7:49 left of the second quarter in this game. The Philadelphia Sean0s leading it 35-31. As the Sean0s will get the ball coming out of the timeout. Desmond Bain finding Fred VanVleet. VanVleet with it. Bain for three. No good as Valanciunas with the rebound. Valanciunas already has 2 fouls, so he's a little bit in foul trouble. I see Kyrie Irving. There's a 3-point attempt. Micic, all right. Micic with the 3-pointer there. It's back to a 1-point game. Desmond Bain with it. We'll go to Fred VanVleet. Durant for 3. No good. Valanciunas will get the rebound. Brooks will have it now. Trying to take their first lead. I believe it's 6-5. Irving for 3, and he does in fact hit it, and it's a 2-point lead for the big babies now. He has 24 in this game, 10 so far in this quarter. And there's still 6.5 to play. And Fred VanVleet with it. Give it over to Stewart. Stewart back to VanVleet. 5 to shoot. VanVleet from the free throw line, no good. Valanciunas will grab the rebound as you see Irving with it again. And look at that. Oh no, I thought he was going to hit it again. As we're halfway through the second quarter here. 37-35 now. The big babies on top. Isaiah Stewart, though, makes sure that that lead didn't last. It's 37-37 now with 5:43 to play in the second quarter. Coming around, Irving. And there's a 3-pointer. No good. That was Dylan Brooks with the 3-point shot there, attempt. This Kevin Durant is coming around again. Back over to Reed. Reed. No good. Valanciunas will grab the rebound. Brooks. The Irving. And there's a foul call, and that's a shooting foul against Kevin Durant as Irving will actually have made that shot. They're going to count it. Okay. So it's an and one opportunity for Kyrie Irving. And Irving will sink it. He now has 27 in this game, and it's 40-37. And a timeout called by Sean0s. And we're going to go and look again at the NBA for some of the games that are in progress right now. As we are under 4:19 to play in the fourth quarter, the Clippers on top 118 to 110. And we got a little bit under a minute to play in the fourth quarter. The Pistons and the Jazz are tied at 132. Lots of high-scoring games tonight in the NBA. Something must be in the air. I don't know why. Because we got a little bit of a high-scoring game in Sacramento right now, with the Kings up 67 to 55 over the Orlando Magic, who are on a second game of a back-to-back. Same with the Kings, too. Back-to-back games during the week at home. And then also in Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, the Miami Heat with a 53 to 45 lead over the Lakers. And let's see here now. Let's look at some notable college basketball scores. So we only had 2 games in the top 25, and both of them are upsets as both ranked teams lose. As Seton Hall upsets number 23 Providence in P-Town 61 to 57, and Miami, who was in the Final Four last year, upsets number 16 Clemson 95 to 82. As you are looking quickly over at the, as you look very quickly over at the scores or the three-point contest here, we will be airing the three-point contest during All-Star Week, which will be after the second schedule block. Which the second schedule block will be up on, as you see, Valanciunas will grab the rebound off the Van Fleet miss. The second schedule block will be coming out after on Tuesday will be the first game as Jonas Valanciunas will get the layup there. And it's a 5-point lead now. See the big babies averaging 27.0 assists per game. That's 8th in the CCBA. They have 11 tonight. Durant with a jumper, and it's good. Kevin Durant with 13 points in this game on 55% shooting. And this has been a nip and tough game so far. That was the largest lead, by the way, for the big babies at that 5-point before that shot by Durant. The Sean0s had to lead by as many as 9 in that first quarter. You see Draymond D's nut screen misses that layup opportunity for Van Fleet. The rebounding edge is pretty close right now, 20 to 18 in favor of the Sean0s, as Mason Plumlee will get that awkward layup attempt there. And it's back down to a 1-point game again. Cade Cunningham comes around, gives it over to Dylan Brooks. Brooks from the free throw line, and he makes it. The big babies back up by 3 with 3.5 to play in the second quarter, I should say. Bang, giving it over to Van Fleet. Back over to Durant. Durant for 3. No good. Brooks will grab the rebound. Again, I hope you guys are very entertained with this game so far. Thank you very much for lurking on Twitch or watching, as well as watching this over on YouTube for those that are watching the VOD replay. As you see Irving with the shot attempt, and it's good. He now has 29 in this game, I believe. It's back up to a 5-point lead again. He could very well challenge for the top point total. As you see Van Fleet, oh, look at that. Misses it, and bang. Oh no, Plumlee basically was told, nope, you're not getting that rebound. Give it over to Dylan Brooks. Back over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas with the jam there. It's 48-41, and now it's the largest lead for the big babies, who are 6-12 so far on this early part of the season. The Sean0s are 9-9 after 18 games. Van Fleet for 3. In and out. Valanciunas will grab the rebound as we're approaching 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Cade Cunningham coming around, back over to Kyrie Irving. Back over to Cunningham. Draymond Green for three, and he drains it, and it's a 10-point lead, the largest by anybody in this game to this point. It over, Mason Plumlee. Coming around. Van Fleet, the jump shot, and it's good. 51-43. A minute 20 to play in the second quarter. An 8-point lead for Boston. Valanciunas with it. Cunningham. Cade Cunningham will miss it, but gets his own offensive rebound, and then he gets the second chance points. And it's back up to a 10-point lead again as under a minute to play in the second quarter. 53-43, the Big Babies on top. No good. Kyrie Irving has it. Get over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham is going to get to the line with an and one opportunity as Kevin Durant called for his second foul. And he is not happy with it right now.
Third team foul. At the line for one, Cade Cunningham.
Mikic is back in here. Mikic is back into the game. I still can't pronounce his name right. As Cunningham will hit the free throw, completing the three-point play, and it's 56-43, largest lead of the game by any team. Stewart gives it over to Bain. Pound 'em, boys, as Big Baby Henny joins us here at the TD Garden. The biggest Yankee fan in Boston. As Draymond Green with the rebound. Brooks with it. Holding on. They do have to get a shot off because the shot clock is still on. Brooks for three. And that is in and out. Plumlee with it. Get over to Bain. Bain with a three-point dash shot. Desperation. No good as we head to halftime. The Boston Big Babies 56 and the Philadelphia Sean0s 43. It was 29-20 at one point in the favor of the Big Baby, or the Sean0s, I should say. And after that, they've been outscored 36-14. That is from the last couple minutes of the second quarter and through the first quarter and through the entire second quarter, by the way. And we're heading to halftime. 13-point lead at halftime. Let's go. I want more sticky PP straight up in Sean0s. I wonder if Sean0s watching this as well. I'm sure you two are probably bantering at each other. As you look at the power rankings here, unfortunately, you see your team at number 24. And Sean0 at 15, but those are not updated records because those are going by like the previous week. We suck, LOL. Yeah, but right now, but you're not sucking at this game so far. They're up by 16, or 13, I should say. But look at it, as you see there, you outscored Sean0 32-14 in that second quarter. But as I said, though, dating back to the last part of the first quarter, it's basically a 36-14 run. Because the Sean0s were up 29-20 late first quarter. Kyrie is having a game. Yes, he is. He's like at 29 right now. The most in a watched game is 52 by Jaylen Brown. Hey, Kyrie, why is he on this team? Well, that was a fantasy draft. I see Valanciunas with the rebound. And trust me, there's probably players I don't like either. Fire the GM. I'll fire 2K's automated generator then. As you see, Cade Cunningham with the steal. Cunningham coming around. Give it over to Draymond Green, and Green with the rebound. Or miss, but Stewart will grab the rebound. 58-43, largest lead of the game. Back over to Stewart. Back to Bain. Over to Stewart. Draymond, you're done. Get off my team. He's about to be done in this league. You see Irving with it. Get it over to Green. And there's the three-pointer there. As Dylan Brooks, and it's now an 18-point lead. Why is my team so bad? Sean0s joins us here at the TD Garden. So we have both. So we got both of the content creators that these teams were inspired by. As Desmond Bain will hit the shot. Cash that ass. So I love to see that banter going on right now. By the way, everybody, both Sean0s and Big Baby Henny are both really good friends. Both on and off the platforms. So any banter that is all in fun, which makes this chat even more interesting. You see Cade Cunningham. And he makes it the shot, and it's 63-46 as the Sean0s will call a timeout. And that will give us a chance to look at what is going on in the NBA right now. As we have games in progress right now. Some games that are in progress right now with 1:07 to play in the fourth quarter. The LA Clippers up 128-119 over the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. And we are going into overtime in Salt Lake City as the Pistons and the Jazz are tied at 138. 7:18 to play in the third quarter. My Kings are leading the Magic 79-66. And with 6:16 to play in the third quarter, the Heat leading the Lakers 64-55 down in La La Land. Some finals. Cavaliers 140-101 winners over the Wizards. Pacers 142-130 over the Milwaukee Bucks. The Hawks edge out the Thunder 141-138. The Pelicans upset the Timberwolves in Minnesota 117-106. The Houston Rockets with the 112-101 win over the Brooklyn Nets. And the Toronto Raptors with a 116-111 win over the Memphis Grizzlies. And Dallas, the Mavericks defeat the Trailblazers by 29, 126-97. And the Knicks beat the Bulls 116-100 as we are heading out of the timeout here. Shout out was given to Sean0s91. Which, by the way, give him a follow, everybody, if you haven't yet. As well as Big Baby Henny, by the way. (63-46), 17-point lead. Largest lead, I believe, was 18 in this game. No, don't. I'm nobody. You're a good person, man. You know that. You see Durant with it. Give it over 4. 3. And the shot by Durant is good, and it's a 15-point game again. Kevin Durant with 15 so far in this game. Back over to Valanciunas. To Kyrie Irving. Irving having himself a good first half. See Dylan Brooks with 6. 5 to shoot. Valanciunas from just inside, no good. Kevin Durant will grab the rebound here as we're under 9 to play in the third quarter. 63-48, the Boston Big Babies on top. There's a 3 ball, no good. Cunningham will grab the rebound. 8:40 to play as you see Kyrie Irving with the layup, and it's good. It's back to a 17-point lead. 8.5 to play in the third quarter. 65-48. The big baby's on top for the Sean0s. Kevin Durant's going to go to the line as Dylan Brooks called for his first personal foul. So shooting two will be one, Kevin Durant. I need more points. Let's go. Hey. And Durant makes the first one. And the first time out of the fourth quarter, we will announce tomorrow's game as we will have our first repeat. Stop pointing your pee-pee. Jesus, my team is scrubs. Kyrie's the only god. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Cade Cunningham is pretty decent in real life. Get it over to Draymond Green. Green with a jump shot. No good. Durant with the rebound. His former teammate in Golden State. That is, in fact, Kevin Durant. See Durant coming around and no good. Durant gets the offensive rebound. He's heading back to the line as Cade Cunningham called for the foul. As you can see, his stats, 25.4 points per game, 4.8 assists per game. Trade the whole team. Unfortunately, I turned the trades off. I want Jason and Jalen. Yeah, where's Emid and Maxi? LOL. Well, this is a fantasy draft. That's like the only thing I did with FGF, like is similar to FGFL. Is Durant will shoot them both, and it's a 13-point game again. The Sean0s 2 of 6 on the free throw. Actually, should be 4 of 8 now. As Cunningham almost stepped out of bounds. Valanciunas. And there's a shot by Valanciunas. It's good. He now has 12 on 6 of 8 shooting. And it's 67-52. And Fred VanVleet steps out of bounds. And it goes back to the big babies with 7.5 to play in the third quarter. And trust me, Henny, I know your team is not that good, but they're not the worst. As that's a stolen by Desmond Bane. Back over to VanVleet. And that shot no good. Cunningham with the rebound. They see Kyrie Irving with it. Ten, 9 to shoot, 8 to shoot. Irving for 3. No good. Plumlee will grab the rebound. You get Fred VanVleet coming around with it. Back over to Bang. Bang for 3. He drains it. It's now down to a 12-point game. It was 18 at one point. As we are 6:20 to play here. You see Draymond Green with the jam, and it's a 14-point lead again. As we are approaching the halfway point of the third quarter. And that's stolen. Brooks with it. Give it over. There's a jumper. No good. Durant with the rebound. And yes, Moobot. There's the document. There's one of the documents right there as you see Durant with a jump shot. No good with Cade Cunningham. There's 3. No good. A Stewart will get it. Actually, it's exclamation point CCBA roster. As you can see on the, I don't know if you can see it on the title, they see Irving for 3, and he drains it. It's back up to a 17-point game again. You'll see on the title, you'll see the command. There you go. 3 points right there, and it's back to a 14. Kyrie, will you stop? Hey, he's helping your team out, man.
Timeout.
As a timeout. Command, add, I am God amongst men. Oh, gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh, gosh. As we have a timeout called, and we're going to go look at the world of the NBA with games in progress right now. And it is a final in Phoenix, and the Clippers defeat the Suns 131-122. With 30 seconds left in overtime, the Jazz 149, the Pistons 144. And what was once a big lead for the Kings is now down to 4. 82-78. The Kings still on top. 4:11 to play in the third quarter. And the Heat lead the Lakers 70-63 in Crypto.com Arena. In college basketball, only 2 games in the top 25 that took place. Seton Hall upsets number 23 Providence 61-57 in a Big East battle. And Miami upsets number 16 Clemson 95-82. As I said, we do have in the fourth quarter, I will announce tomorrow night's game as we're going to start putting repeat teams in the last 4 games of the scheduling block, as there will be no more unique matches between teams that have yet to be featured that have not played yet. Clemson versus UNC this weekend. Ooh. Well, Clemson looked ahead to that game, but Miami's no slouches either. They were in the Final Four last year. Brooks over the green. Back over to Dylan Brooks. Cade Cunningham. To Green. Valanciunas. With it. Back over to Green for 3. 2. Brooks for 3. No good. Plumlee will grab the rebound. 72-58 right now. 4:16 to play in the third quarter as McConnell coming around. Gives it back over to Trent. Now Trent Jr. has it. Being guarded by Dylan Brooks. 5 to shoot. 4. Gary Trent Jr. for 3. No good. Valanciunas will grab the rebound. Cade Cunningham crossing the timeline. And that's lost as McConnell's going to get the steal. McConnell coming around. McConnell to Bain. Bain with a jumper, and it's good. It's a 12-point game. Both teams have 4 points off of turnovers. But coming up at the end of the game, we will be looking at the official statistics for each team. Cunningham with a jump shot, no good. Plumlee will grab the rebound. McConnell is back over to Mason Plumlee. Passes it back over to Desmond Bain. Bain back over to Isaiah Stewart. Stewart for Trent Jr. for 3. In and out, no good. Draymond Green grabs the rebound. Dylan Brooks with it. Here at the TD Garden, it's a 12-point lead for the Boston Big Babies. Oh, look at that. Dylan Brooks. No good. Mason Plumlee will grab the rebound. See Desmond Bain giving it over to Mason Plumlee. Plumlee with the layup, and it's good. 72-62. As we approach 2.5 minutes. The Sean0s got it to within 10 now. Oh, he loses it. Back over to Valanciunas. Brooks, back to Cunningham. We over to Micic. As he misses it, as Trent Jr. will grab the rebound. Gary Trent Jr. with under 2 to play here in the third quarter, I should say. Back over to Plumlee. Gary Trent Jr. has to get that shot up. No good. Green with the rebound. Draymond B's nuts Green with the rebound. Cunningham with a jumper, no good. Plumlee grabs the rebound. Gary Trent Jr. layup, no good. Cunningham will grab the rebound here. See Kate Cunningham, he got that screen for a second, but can't get the shot off. 8 to shoot here. Gives it over to Valanciunas. And there's the bucket right there, and Valanciunas brings the lead back up to 12 again. As a big baby shooting at 50%. Sean0s at 18 to 40. Look at all those players for the big babies waiting to get into the game. As we're under a minute to play in the third quarter. As Gary Trent loses it, as Valanciunas will grab the steal. Coach, can we get a timeout? Half the team out there got Gatorade signs. We will get some substitutions now. See Covington and Reed into the game for the Sean0s. And now let's look at total. As you see, Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, Micic, as they like to go by too fast. I hate that. You see Desmond Bane. Jump shot, no good. Thank the NBA Lords. Or in this case, the CCBA Lords. Kyrie Irving. Over to Anderson. 10 to shoot. Or 10 to play here. As you see Anderson. Kyle Anderson. Almost lost it for a second. He's going to get the shot up. It's no good. Gary Trent Jr. will not get the shot off before the buzzer. And that will do it. The Boston Big Babies leading it 74 to 62. They were up by as many as 18, and the Sean0s cut it to within 10, but it's a 12-point lead still for the Big Babies. Can the Big Babies close it out, or will we see fourth quarter magic? Stay tuned. As we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter here in the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. As the Sean0s will get the ball to start the fourth quarter here. They won the opening tip. As McConnell, Trent Jr., Reed, Jones Jr., and Covington, the lineup for the Sean0s to start the fourth quarter. Covington coming around, no good. I'm paying the refs. All right, we'll see how that works in 2K. Irving will hit the bucket, and it's back to a 14-point lead again. And by the way, I enjoy this chat, guys. We need more people chatting on here to see Irving with it. As the Sean0s, no points in the last almost 3.5. At least I'm paying commission with the raid. And thank you very much, by the way, for the raid, Sean0. As Reed called for the foul. And Burke2577, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. We'll see how things go as Kyrie Irving is going to the line for two. Yes, indeed it is a raid. Tight spot. And he misses that one. That's the first miss for Kyrie Irving at the line. Oladipo and Trent Jr. Stop trying to pay your way back into this game, Sean. Oh, we got some chat. We got some smack talk going on here as Irving does hit the second one. It's a 15-point game now. Big Babies back on top by that many. They were up by as many as 18. As Victor Oladipo coming around, he's going to get to the line as Kyrie called for the foul. Looking at the Boston Big Babies upcoming schedule, they'll be on the road at Tampa, followed by 3 games. One, which the last 2 of those 3 games at home will be against the Cleveland Clinkers, T-Clink. $10:53 to play in the fourth quarter as Oladipo will make the first one. And he hits both of them. It's 77-64. 13-point lead. Still plenty of game to play, by the way, guys. And for anybody who's new on this raid to this channel, this is the CCBA. See Mo Bamba with a 3 in his 16-point lead. The Content Creator Basketball Association, 30 teams named after fellow content creators, including myself. So it's 29 plus myself. These are real-life NBA players, as you see Gary Trent Jr. with the 3. Real-life NBA players. But these rosters are generated by a fantasy draft. You see Kyrie Irving for 3, no good. And I usually do, I think, 1 game for every 3 or 4 calendar days. As Victor Oladipo with the shot, and it's back to a 10-point game again. Things are getting interesting as we're under 10 to play in the fourth. Sixers legend McConnell. See Kyrie Irving. Give it over to Curry. The Seth Curry. Seth Curry with the jumper, and it's good. It's a 12-point lead here as a Big Baby shooting 48%. The Sean0s at 42%. Coming up at the end of the game, we'll go over individual statistics as well as team statistics as Reed is rejected, and it's going to go out of bounds. But Mo Bamba with that block was the last one to touch it, so the Sean0s will get the ball back. That could be a possible YouTube short for this game. Mo, absolutely Mo. Covington will inbound it back over to Kevin Durant. Durant with a jumper, and it's good. It's back to a 10-point game again. Covington did get the assist. Again here, and there's a 3-point attempt. Kyrie Irving again. Interesting to see what he has right now. I totally forgot to get my statistics sheet ready. As you see, Reed with the shot, no good. Kyrie with the rebound. I said the most points in a watched game has been Jaylen Brown so far, 52. Kyrie Irving again for 3, no good. Durant will grab the rebound here with almost 8.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-point lead for the Big Babies. Back over to Trent Jr. here. 8:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. To the shoot, Gary Trent Jr. with the bucket, and he brings the deficit to 11. The Sean0s shooting 28 of 66, 34 of 71 for the Big Babies. And those are from the field. Micic, that's his with the points there. I believe he has 4 or 5 in this game. And there is a timeout by the Sean0s, which will give me an opportunity to tell you tomorrow night's game. And tight spot, you're going to be lucky. You're going to be happy to see that you get another opportunity in the watch game in this scheduled block number 1, as we will have the Dallas Revamps, named after Revamp TV, traveling to Sin City to take on the Las Vegas Tight Spots, the first repeat team of the first scheduling block. And it'll be the last time you'll see the Tight Spots in this first scheduling block, because we only got 3 more games after tomorrow night. But the real tight spot, his tight spots, did play, I believe, in the first part of the early schedule block. He was the 4th game, actually. They ended up losing 109-94 to the Austin Cinco Ochos, who are the owners currently right now of the best record in the CCBA. And that was back on December 21st. So tight spot will get his second appearance on here. And I'm going to tell you right now, coming up in the next week or two, he's going to have his 3rd appearance, as it'll be the 3rd game in the second schedule block. And how I do these are, I do make sure on the scheduling blocks, the first 2, you're guaranteed to have your team shown at least once. Some will get their teams shown twice. Some will get their team shown twice because of scheduling and trying to get every team showcased at least once. Nobody goes more than twice in each of the first 2 scheduling blocks. As I go through the scheduling blocks, I'm going to go through the schedule and then pre-select a few games coming up on the 3rd scheduling block after the All-Star break. But those can be flexed out because of my rule of you got to be either 500 or above, or regardless of record, within 2 games of a play-in spot. I see Gary Trent Jr. coming around. He loses it. Draymond Green coming around with it. Green with a jumper, no good. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And then the last 2 weeks, I'll be doing 1 game per calendar day. Oh, and there's a 3-point attempt. And that's good. It's back down to a 10-point game again. 7:12 to play. But as I said, the last schedule block, which will be the last 2 calendar weeks, as you see Kyrie Irving again, he has 42. He needs 2 points to move up into the top 5 scoring for most points in the game. And Valanciunas will get it. Coming around, and that's stolen by Gary Trent Jr. Van Fleet coming around. He stays in bounds. He's going to get the shot up, no good. Draymond Green grabs the rebound. And as we get closer to the playoffs, I'm going to go into what my plans are for the playoffs. And see, Brooks, no good. Still a 12-point lead for the Big Babies. See Kevin Durant with it. Like I said, the Big Babies led by as many as 18. In the 3rd quarter, the Sean0s have only got it to within 10. But Van Fleet will make sure it's back to single digits again. 89-80. See Kyrie Irving with it. You fighting? Yes, you are. You guys are fighting. And the largest comeback so far in a watch game with 17 points. Was a 17-point comeback from behind. See Stewart give it over to Trent Jr. Trent Jr. with it, finding Stewart. And Van Fleet once again, he hits the 3. It's a 6-point game. Baby Henny's probably chewing his biting his fingernails right now. Sean0, I know his heart's racing too. Dots, yeah, exactly, Sean0, dots. Well, I'm sure, Sean0, your heart's racing right now, too. We're under 5 to play here. It's now a 6-point game. Reed with it. Back over to Trent Jr. Trent Jr. again for 3. No good. Dylan Brooks grabs the rebound. See over to Draymond Green. Green fighting for Irving. Irving for 3. That's a huge 3, and it's a 9-point game again. That's 45, and now he does go into the top 5 in watched game scoring. He needs 7 more points and to tie Jaylen Brown's top score in a watched game. Gary Trent Jr. with it. As you see, he now has a 3-point attempt, no good. Draymond, these nuts, Green with the rebound. See, Dylan Brooks for 3. And he drains it. It's back to a 12-point game again, just like that. As you see, they're just sitting there just watching, saying, when the hell can we get back into this game? Durant with the jump, sure, no good. Draymond Green with the rebounds. We approach 3.5 to play here. 12-point lead for the Boston Big Babies. The Sean0s down with an 8. Oh, there's Irving for 3 again, and he drains it. It's back to a 15-point game. That's 48 for him. He ties Jason Tatum for the second most in the watch game. We got a lot of record updating to do tonight. Stewart with it. As you see, there's a Isaiah Stewart there. We'll stop the bleeding for a second. 2:44 to play. See, Draymond Green with it. 98 to 85. Back over to Irving. Irving for 3. No good. He would have been the second player to get 50 points in a watch game so far. Van Fleet with it, finding back over to Stewart with 2:20 to play here. Durant with it. Durant for 3. No good. Draymond Green grabbing the rebound. I believe he's got to be close to double digits in rebounds at least. Dylan Brooks. Back over to Green. To Irving. Irving with a jumper, no good. That's 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 98-85. The Big Babies on top of the Sean0s in this important Atlantic Division battle. Durant for 3, no good. Green with the rebound. You see Kyrie Irving with a layup, and it's no good. KD, stop shooting those threes. Green for 3, and he drains it. Draymond Green, of all people, hitting a 3-pointer. And it's a 16-point lead again. And it looks like it may be a Big Babies win, but who knows how 2K does it. And now time to go look at the NBA, currently in the NBA here, and it is a final in Salt Lake City where the Jazz defeat the Pistons 154 to 148 in overtime. And once again, the Kings had a terrible second half, but there's still 6:31 to play in this game as the Orlando Magic are up 103 to 98. The Miami Heat leading the Lakers 86 to 75 with 7:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Shipping back to Philly, bye bye. Yeah, sorry, I had to read it. I could not get that song out of my head when I saw that, Henny. Instead of shipping up to Boston, it's shipping back to Philly. Bye bye. Yeah, I know. Sean0, I'm going to stop now because Sean0 is also a good buddy of mine. as Kyrie Irving is the player of the game. But, well, I don't want to put that on because they got some music that somehow YouTube likes to copyright claim me for. You know, I don't have any music being turned off except for maybe the arena music. Van Fleet with it, gives over to Mason Plumlee. What a night for Kyrie, yeah. Desmond Bain, no good. Valanciunas will grab the rebound. Back over to Kyrie. Over to Draymond. Draymond with another three-point attempt, no good. Kevin Durant with the rebound as we approach 1 minute to play in the fourth quarter. And the home team in a watch game looks like they will get back-to-back wins as Brooks is called for the foul, sending Durant to the line.
At the line for the away team.
Kevin Durant, 21 points in this game. As I said, coming up, we will go over statistics, individual players, as well as team stats, followed by the simulation ticker, and then the injury report before we call the stream. As we'll raid out somebody as Durant hits them both. It's 101 to 87. Prior to the New Year's break, we had 11 watched games, and the road team won 9 of those. Now, in the 2 watched games, we're going to have back-to-back wins by the home team. And it looked like for a second we might have gotten another road game win there as Durant will miss it. Mike each with it. He almost got it. Curry with it. 13 to shoot. They do need to get one off. No good as they can just hold on to it, but I think they want to get some points here. GG, bro. Loved watching. Hey, glad you got a chance to watch it here as the final score. The Boston Big Babies 101. The Philadelphia Sean0s 87. So momentarily, the Sean0s will fall to 9 and 10, and momentarily the Big Babies move up to 7 and 12 with their record. And you see the crowd excited here at the TD Garden. I definitely know the big baby Henny is happy as you see Kyrie Irving getting interviewed, but since we can't hear it, no need to bore you guys with it. And once again, I cannot show the highlights of that. Got to be up in 5 hours for work, but wanted to stay up and watch. Hey, I appreciate it, Henny. You have a good night, buddy. So now we're going to look at the box scores here as Kyrie Irving, Boston greater than Philly always. Hey, wonder where Sean0s at right now. I kind of want to see him respond in the chat before I call this a stream. But let's look at it here now. Kyrie Irving, 48 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists. So Kyrie Irving is now tied for the second most with Jason Tatum in a watched game. Jonas Valanciunas, 14 points, 16 rebounds. It's okay. We still got the better record. Yes, we do. So we'll definitely see how it goes when we do the simulation ticker, Sean0. You might be back to being above 500. Might be back to 500 again. Mo Bamba, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Yeah, 10 threes for Kyrie. Yeah. As I said, Mo Bamba had 9 points, 5 rebounds. Dylan Brooks, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Draymond Green, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal. Cade Cunningham, only 7 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Vasily Micic. I still have a hard time pronouncing some of these names. KD got to stop shooting so many threes. Yeah, I do agree with you there, Sean0. It'll be interesting when we look at his stats, his three-pointer, what his three-point line looks like. Seth Curry only had 2 points. Kyle Anderson only 2 rebounds and 2 assists and a steal. Joe Ingles only had one rebound in 3 minutes of play. Chris Doherty, 1 rebound. You see JaVale McGee did not play. Kaysen Wallace did not play. And now let's look at the Sean0s. Kevin Durant. He only went 1 of 7 for 3-point. He had 23 points and 14 rebounds. Fred VanVleet, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Desmond Bane, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Isaiah Stewart, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Gary Trent Jr., 7 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Mason Plumlee, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Look at that, 69, 6'9", nice. Victor Oladipo, only 5 points in 3 minutes, 1 assist. Naz Reid, 2 points, 4 rebounds. TJ McConnell, only 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Robert Covington had 1 assist. Derrick Jones Jr., no points in 1 minute play. Bismack Biyombo did not play. Jared Butler did not play. And now we're going to go look at the team comparison here. Field goal wise, 46% to 41%. As you see, the big babies had 46% shooting. The Sean0s with 41%. Looking at the three-pointers, 16 to 40 for 40% for the big babies, 13 to 37 for 35% for the Sean0s. And free throw wise, the Sean0s went 10 to 14 for 71%. Only 5 of 8 for 62% for the big babies. Fast break points, 13 to 9 in favor of the big babies. 30 points in the paint, 32 to 24 in favor of the big babies. Second chance points, 7 to 4 in favor of the big babies. Bench points, 16 to 14 in favor of the big babies. Assists, 31 to 21 in favor of the big babies. Let's look at the rebounds, shall we? Looking at the rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds to 6 in favor of the Sean0s, 44 defensive rebounds to 43 in favor of the Sean0s, and they win the rebound battle 52 to 49. So the rebounds were pretty close in edge. We're pretty close in the rebound battle. The big babies, though, had 8 steals to 3. They had the only block of the game, and that was by Mo Bamba in that fourth quarter. Let me see. Turnover battle won by the big babies. They only had 5 compared to 9 for the Sean0s, but each team got 4 points off the turnovers. And the largest lead was 18 for the big babies. And by the way, as I said, that was in the third quarter, and the Sean0s, to their credit, got it to within 6 in that late in the fourth quarter. This is unfortunately too much Kyrie Irving in that game, and that put the game away. He'll put the game away. And as I said, the Sean0s were up by 9 early in that first quarter. So that will do it for the game, as we're going to get ready to head to the simulation ticker. For those of you guys who are new and don't know what the simulation ticker is, that means I go and simulate through games. And we got the rest of December 1st, all of the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th on the calendar. Because that way we just go over that's how we get like all these records within every day of games. Because as I said, I do at least 3 or 4 days. There's going to be one day where I'm going to do a week's worth of simulation after a game, because I want to get it closer to the All-Star break when I end the second. Because I want to end the second scheduling block at the All-Star break. So we're going to simulate through the date. No injuries to report yet. Daily View. Okay, so in Tampa, Florida, the Washington Craniacs escaped the comeback from behind and win 134 to 133 over the Tampa Cocos. The Craniacs are 8 and 11. The Cocos are 6 and 13. Of course, we just watched the Philadelphia Sean0s. And thank you very much, Lance. Dragonfire 241. Thank you for the 1 month subscription, my friend. Very much appreciated at tier 1. But as I said, you already know it. By the way, Lance is my first sub on my VOD Productions YouTube channel, which this game will be aired on for those that are watching on Twitch. This will be aired. The VOD will be aired a little bit later tonight on YouTube. But as I said, we just watched the Big Babies win 101 to 87. You'll never forget that. Nope. I always remember the people who were there for me since day one. And you are it, Lance. And I remember you comment on one of my videos that's been there since sub number 1. I will always remember that, bro. Down since day 1-ish. You actually were literally down since day 1-ish. Give you that, Lance. All right, in Dallas, the team that we're going to watch tomorrow night, the Dallas Revamps, with the 135 to 102 win over the Memphis Jedis, who are now fall to 8 and 10. The Revamps are 11 and 7. The Pittsburgh Snowmen, who we did watch last night, lost badly to the FGs in the watch game, but they do get a sim win, 110 to 96 over the New York Kills. Drops the Kills to 12 and 7, and the Snowmen are now 6 and 14. And we have an upset right here. The New Orleans Ninjas with a 119 to 100 win over the Austin Cinco Ochos. The Cinco Ochos are fall to 14 and 5, and the Ninjas move up to 11 and 9. The Seattle Dad Gamers with a 127 to 118 win over the Las Vegas Tight Spots. The Tight Spots, who we are going to be the first team to be featured twice in the schedule block, as they'll be featured tomorrow when they play the Revamps. They do fall to the Dad Gamers, though, 127 to 118. The Tight Spots fall to 4 and 15. The Dad Gamers are 11 and 9. So that will do it for the games on December 1st. Now we're going to simulate through the date on December 2nd. And let's see here. Daily views. As the Phoenix JG9s go into San Diego and defeat the San Diego Quickie Marts 132 to 107. The JG9s are now 15 and 5, and the Quickie Marts are 5 and 14. The Minneapolis Sports Gurus with a 121 to 105 win over the Richmond Dark Wolves. The Dark Wolves, I believe, are now a league worst 3 and 15, and the Sports Gurus are still hovering around just above the 500 mark this early at 10 and 9. The New Jersey FGs, who we watched last night with a 20-point win, they now walk away with a 30-point win in a sim game. They are now 12 and 7 on the season as they defeat the Tampa Cocos 133 to 103, as the Cocos now fall to 6 and 14. The Cleveland Clinkers decided to play some good basketball as of late. They defeat the Columbus John Jakes 101 to 91, and let me see here. I believe, minus 11-point game, and then they were down by 5 going into the fourth quarter, and they just totally shut down the John Jakes in the fourth quarter, outscoring them 24 to 9 to win by 10 points. The Clinkers are now 7 and 13. The John Jakes are 10 and 10. And just the day after they got a big win, upset the Cinco Ochos, they go on the road, and the New Orleans Ninjas lose by 40 to the Chicago Murdas, 116 to 76, as the Murdas move to 13 and 8. The Ninjas fall to 11 and 10. The Cincinnati Nasty Natties with a 148 to 105 win over the Jacksonville Blaze. The Nasty Natties are 12 and 6, and the Blaze are 12 and 8. The Louisville Outcasts with a 122-106 win over the Milwaukee Griswolds. The Outcasts moved to 9-10, and the Griswolds are now 9-11. The Dallas Revamps get another win. They are now 12-7, so they go 2-0 in the stream, in the Simwise, and they defeat the Oklahoma City Breezy Bunch 120-109. Yes, the Breezy Bunch falls to 12-7. The Memphis Jedis with the 140-104 win over the Las Vegas Tight Spots, who are now 4-16 on the season. As I said, I don't think the Tight Spots are going to be shown. Tight Spots I know are going to be shown once in the second scheduling block. I think that might be the last time they're going to be shown on a watch game unless they pick it up via sim. As the Jedis now move to 9-10 on the season. The Portland Bear Caves with a 120-118 win over the Salt Lake City Sports Gaming. The Bear Caves are 12-7, and they had to come back from behind to win in the fourth quarter after being up by 12 in the first, only up by 7 at halftime, and then being down by 1 going into the fourth quarter. And so they ended up having to win that fourth quarter to end up coming back from behind and winning. As I said, the Bear Caves 12-7. The Sports Gaming are now 8-12. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have them being played on a watch game. They are guaranteed at least one watch game coming up in the second scheduling block starting next week for this Salt Lake City Sports Gaming. The Seattle Dad Gamers fall to my Sacramento Dubmans 133-122. The Dubmans had to have a strong fourth quarter to pull that game off by 11. The Dubmans are now 12-6, and the Dad Gamers are 11-10. In Anaheim, the Anaheim Baffles defeat the Houston Dirty Casuals 138-123. As the Baffles are now 14-7, and the Dirty Casuals are 7-10. And that will do it for the games on December 3rd and 2nd. And no games are on December 3rd, by the way, so that's why we can simulate through the date and guarantee no more injuries are being reported. And let's see now for December 4th. All right. See, daily. All right, so we do got games that are on Daily View. So that means we can simulate through December 4th. And now we're going to go look at it here. The Washington Craniacs upset. Hey, yo, what's up, Cowboy Up? How you doing, my man? Joining us here as we are getting ready, as we are in the post game right now of this stream. And as we're getting ready to go through one more night of the simulation ticker, as the Craniacs are now moved to 9-11 with a 133-130 win over the New Jersey FGs. Kaz over FG in this one. The Columbus John Jakes at a hard-fought battle with a 109-104 win over the Richmond Dark Wolves. And what's funny is that the Dark Wolves played a couple weeks ago right before Christmas against the Craniacs here, and we're getting a lot of people watching here, and I like it towards the end. As I said, the John Jakes defeat the Dark Wolves 109-104. The John Jakes go back to being above 500. The Dark Wolves are now 3-16. And that's funny because the Dark Wolves were actually winless going into the game against the Craniacs on Festivus night, which was the last watch game before Christmas break. And then they ended up winning 2 more games via sim to make it 3 in a row before they are now on a 10-game losing streak. So it's 109-104 to John Jakes with the win. The Phoenix JG9s go to 16-5, and now they got the league's best record, 16-5, with a 105-84 win over the Oklahoma City Breezy Bunch. Breeze's team is now 12-8. And look at that. Walty Snowman has now won three in a row. The Pittsburgh Snowmen have won via simmed after they got blasted by the FGs in the watch game last night. They are 7-14 now as they defeat the Blaze 110 to 102. As the Blaze are now 12-9, they're starting to sputter a bit. The Tampa Cocos with a 124 to 86 win over the Boston Big Babies. So the Big Babies do not win their next game in this simulation match. They fall to 7-13. The Cocos only a half a game behind them at 7-14. And that will do it for the simulation ticker. As we are going to go to the injury reports. So let's see here. For the Philadelphia Sean0s, Aaron Gordon did not play, and they did not play as we are in an ad break right now. For those that are watching on Twitch, I'm sorry, but anybody who's on Twitch can subscribe to me like Lance did. So Lance is not watching an ad right now. Milwaukee Griswolds without Evan Mobley for 1 to 2 weeks. Chicago Murders do not have Jamal Murray day to day. Clinkers have no injuries. Big Babies have no injuries. Quickie Marts no injuries. Jedi's no injuries. Outcast no injuries. The Blaze have no injuries. The Richmond Dark Wolves are still without Jeremy Grant for another 1 to 2 weeks with a twisted left ankle. The Sports Gaming no injuries. Sacramento Dubmans, and this is a big ouch for me. Tyrese Halliburton out 2 to 4 months. Hallie did play in the watch game between us and Minneapolis, but he did not play he's not going to play the next time. The next time the Dubmans play in the second schedule block. DeAndre Ayton's still out 2 to 4 months for the New York Kills. Jalen Brunson's still out for another 2 to 4 weeks for the Anaheim Baffles. Tampa Cocos have no injuries. Dallas Revamps have no injuries. So, hey, look at that. Revamp, your team is completely healthy. As we welcome back those from the ad break, we welcome you back. New Jersey FGs without Cameron Johnson for 4 to 6 weeks. Chetty Osman out for the Seattle Dad Gamers 2 to 4 months. Jakob Pertl out day-to-day with a hyperextended right knee for the Nasty Natties. New Orleans Ninjas, no injuries. Columbus John Jakes, no injuries. Pittsburgh Snowman, no injuries. Houston Dirty Casual still without Najee Marshall for another 1 to 2 weeks. Austin Cinco Ochos, no injuries. Las Vegas Tight Spots, no injuries. So that means Tight Spot and Revamp, both of your teams are going to have a full complement of players for tomorrow night. Oklahoma City Breezy Bunch, no injuries. The Minneapolis Sports Gurus are going to be without Nikola Vucevic for 2 to 4 months with a torn left MCL. Ouch. The Portland Bear Caves, no injuries. Phoenix JG9s, no injuries. And the Washington Craniacs are going to be without Gabe Vincent day to day. And that is your injury report. As we are going to go, what I like to do is I like to get down to the team that to the home team here. As again, tomorrow night, we're going to see the Las Vegas Tight Spots host the Dallas Revamps here. As I said, as we're heading towards the end of the second schedule block, or the first schedule block, as I said. So now we are on our first set of repeat teams, as the Tight Spots are going to get their become the first team to be shown twice on a watched game. And as I said, they still got one more guaranteed game, and that will be starting next Tuesday when we start the second schedule block. But we're still concluding the last 4 games in the schedule block, as we got 4 more teams we need to showcase at least once in the schedule block, and the Revamps are going to be that first team out of the 4 to get their first schedule, get the scheduling block out of the way. So or I should say, be the first of the 4 teams that have yet to be showcased to get showcased before we end schedule block number 1. And that is going to do it for this stream here. For those of you guys who are watching on the YouTube VOD later on tonight, the VOD on YouTube later on tonight, thank you guys for watching. If you made it to this point, you guys are all awesome. Same with everybody who's watching on Twitch. But for those who are watching live on Twitch, we are going to raid out here. And I think I know who I want to... Actually, you know what? We're going to raid Baffle 99 because I have not rated him in a while. He's right now on a just chatting. Not sure what he's doing on his stream right now. But do stick around here. Those of you guys are on Twitch. As once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have... what am I doing? Get back. Get back here. As I said, we're going to go back to right over here, guys. So I just do need to put this score in my schedule. Before we head off, guys, I just want to remind you guys that the final score of the game for tonight, the Boston Big Babies 101 and the Philadelphia Sean0s 87. I want to thank you guys for watching this game. You guys have been awesome tonight. Sean0, thank you for the raid. Lance, thank you for the sub. And thank you everybody that has lurked on here. Those of you guys on YouTube, thank you very much for making it to the end by watching the on demand. You guys, everybody that's watching this, take care. Peace out, Pisons. We'll see you tomorrow night between the Dallas Revamps and the Las Vegas Tight Spots. Now let's enjoy Baffle for those that are on Twitch.
I shit you not, I laughed so fucking hard when the scene where he passed from. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.